helped her cheat. Now she's marrying him. I never thought I'd be the guy who helped someone cheat. But here I am, watching her post engagement photos with him like I was never even there. My name's Derek. I'm 29. I live in Denver, and I work in IT. Mostly remote, pretty chill job. I've always been the quiet guy. The one who listens more than he talks. The nice guy who finishes last, apparently. This whole thing started about a year and a half ago. I met Emily at a mutual friend's birthday party. She showed up late, wearing this dark green sweater and a ponytail, and for whatever reason, the second she sat down across from me, I forgot how to speak. She wasn't just beautiful. She was warm. She looked at you like she actually saw you. We talked for maybe 20 minutes, but it felt like hours. The kind of conversation where everything just flows. After the party, I asked our mutual friend about her. That's when I found out she had a boyfriend. His name was Caleb. They'd been together for 4 years. So I backed off. For months, we were just friends. Casual texting here and there, running into each other at group events. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have feelings, but I buried them. Told myself I respected the relationship, that I'd rather be her friend than nothing at all. Then one night, everything changed. It was a random Friday. She texted me asking if I wanted to grab a drink. Just the two of us. That was new. I was nervous, but I said yes. We met at this little dive bar downtown. Nothing fancy. She showed up already a little tipsy, laughing, talking a mile a minute. She looked incredible. About halfway through the second drink, she leaned in and said, "Can I tell you something I've never told anyone?" Of course I said yes. She said, "I don't think I love him anymore. Caleb, I think I'm done pretending." I remember just staring at her. I didn't know what to say. She kept talking, said he was distant, always working, barely touched her anymore. She said she felt alone in the relationship, like she was holding it together by herself. And then she looked right at me and whispered, "But you make me feel seen." That line right there, that's when I lost the plot. We kissed that night. In my car, in the parking lot, just before I drove her home. It wasn't some wild, passionate thing. It was slow, soft, like something she'd been holding in for way too long. And I told myself, she's leaving him. It's not cheating if it's already over emotionally. Yeah, I know how that sounds now. The thing is, it didn't stop at one kiss. Over the next few weeks, we started seeing each other in secret. She'd say she needed space from Caleb, and we'd spend whole weekends together, cooking, talking, watching dumb Netflix shows. She told me she'd never felt so connected to someone, that she felt alive again, that what we had was real. And I believed her. I told myself I was helping her get out of a bad relationship, that I was the safe place she needed, that once she was ready, we'd be together, for real. Except, she never left him. Every time I asked, she had a reason. It's not the right time. He's going through something at work. I need to figure out my living situation first. I don't want to hurt him out of nowhere. I waited. Weeks turned into months. And then one night, out of nowhere, she stopped texting back. I gave her space. Maybe something happened. Maybe Caleb found out. I didn't want to push. But then I saw it. On Instagram. A photo of her and Caleb, smiling in the mountains, his arm around her waist, a stupid golden hour glow behind them. Caption, he asked. I said yes, ring. I swear to God I stared at that post for 5 full minutes before I could even blink. I thought it was a joke. A mistake. Some weird memory repost. Something. But the comments said otherwise. Finally, you two are perfect together. I've been waiting for this. I felt like the ground opened up and swallowed me whole. I texted her. Just 3 words. Are you serious? She didn't reply. So I called. Straight to voicemail. For 3 days, I was a wreck. Couldn't eat. Couldn't work. Couldn't sleep. Just scrolling through their pictures, their engagement video, the comments, over and over. Then finally, she texted me. She said, "I'm so sorry, Derek. I never meant for it to get that far. I was confused and lost, and I took advantage of your kindness. Please forgive me." That was it. No explanation. No accountability. Just a soft, polite way of saying, "Thanks for the emotional support. Now go disappear." I didn't reply, because what was there to say? I wasn't her safe space. I was her exit ramp, her distraction, her escape hatch when she felt bored or unfulfilled. And I let her climb into my life, make me believe in something real, and then walk away like none of it happened. Now I get to watch her plan a wedding with the guy she was ready to leave, while I sit here knowing I was the one she used to cheat. And here's the kicker. A few of our mutual friends know. They know, and they're still going to the wedding, because they say, it's complicated, or it's not our place, or people make mistakes. But no one's thinking about me, about what it felt like to be tossed aside like some emotional fling while she goes back to playing the perfect fiancé. A couple weeks after that, I ran into her, totally by accident. I was at this small bookstore I like, trying to distract myself, flipping through a copy of some travel memoir I had no intention of actually buying. And suddenly I heard her voice behind me. "Derek." I froze. My heart started pounding like I'd just been caught stealing something. I turned around, and and there she was, Emily, standing there in this beige coat, holding a coffee, smiling like we were old friends who just hadn't caught up in a while. "Hey," she said, like she wasn't engaged to the guy she cheated on, like she hadn't ghosted me after everything. I wanted to walk away. I should have, but instead I said, "Wow, you've got a lot of nerve." She looked around, like she was embarrassed I said it out loud, like I was the one being inappropriate. "Can we talk?" she asked, just for a second, and because I'm weak, or maybe just too damn curious, I nodded. We stepped outside. She leaned against the brick wall like this was some casual reunion, not a bomb site. She started with, "I know I handled things badly." I didn't respond, just stared. She sighed. "I panicked, okay? I didn't mean for it to happen like that." Caleb proposed, and it caught me off guard, and everyone was watching, and I just said yes. I laughed, out loud, right in her face. "You said yes," I repeated, like it was a sneeze, like it slipped out by accident. She winced. "I didn't know how to tell you." I shook my head. "You didn't even try, Emily. You let me think we had something. You told me you didn't love him anymore." Her voice dropped. "I didn't. I don't know." I was confused. I took a deep breath, trying not to lose it right there on the sidewalk. "You know what hurts the most?" I said. "It's not that you chose him. It's that you made me think I meant something. Like this, like we, was real." She looked down at her shoes. "It was real. I swear, Derek. I just couldn't throw away 4 years. My family loves him. We've built a life. And I didn't want to blow it all up over a mistake." And there it was. Mistake. That word hit me like a truck. "You used me to feel better about your miserable relationship. And when you were done, when he gave you a ring, you cut me off like a bad habit." "I'm sorry," she said, and I think she meant it, but it didn't matter anymore. Because sorry doesn't unbreak a heart. I walked away after that. Didn't say goodbye. Didn't look back. I blocked her that night. Deleted every photo, every text. I even told our mutual friend, yeah, the one who introduced us in the first place, that I wanted no updates, no invites, nothing. And I meant it. But the universe has a sick sense of humor. A month later, I got invited to the bachelor party. By Caleb. No joke. Turns out he'd been planning a small trip and wanted to invite the guys, including me. Said he always thought I was a solid dude. I stared at that text like it was in another language. Did he know? Was it a trap? Was this some weird test of loyalty? I didn't answer for 2 days. Then I said no. Because honestly, I couldn't stomach the idea of standing next to a guy I helped betray. Smiling, toasting, pretending like I wasn't the one who stood in his place for months while he thought everything was fine. He didn't deserve that. None of this is clean. None of it feels justified or wrapped up in some neat little bow. I don't feel like I got closure. I didn't get revenge. I didn't post some dramatic tell-all. I didn't expose her. I just let it rot. And yeah, sometimes I regret that. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I had told him. If I'd blown up the whole engagement and forced her to face the consequences. If I'd been the storm instead of the silence. But then I think, why should I do her dirty work for her? If Caleb finds out one day, and part of me hopes he does, it won't be because I dragged it into the light. It'll be because she couldn't keep pretending forever. And maybe that's the real punishment. Because I've learned something the hard way. When someone cheats with you, they're capable of cheating on you too. And when someone needs a secret to feel loved, they were never going to love you in the light. It's been 6 months now. I'd love to tell you that I've moved on completely, that I'm thriving, dating someone amazing, living my best life. But the truth is, healing is messier than that. Some days are great. I go for a run, I dive into work, I laugh with friends, and I feel genuinely okay. Other days, I see a post I wasn't supposed to see, or someone mentions her name in passing, and suddenly I'm back in that parking lot, kissing someone who never planned to stay. She and Caleb got married last month. I didn't go, obviously, but Instagram made sure I saw the highlights. A fancy vineyard ceremony. Her in this long lace dress, grinning like she never did a thing wrong. Him looking at her like she's the greatest thing that ever happened to him. It made me sick. Not because I still want her. God, no. But because I still carry something she walked away from without a scratch. People say time heals everything. But I think that's only true if you deal with the wound. And what she did, she just buried it. Covered it up with wedding photos and Pinterest boards and matching last names. And maybe one day, it'll resurface. Maybe not. But me? I've been facing it head on. Every damn day. Therapy's helped. I started going after I realized I was more angry at myself than I was at her. Angry for being the side character in my own story. Angry for letting someone use me under the illusion of love. And now, I'm learning to forgive myself. I'm learning that being the guy who loved deeply, even when it hurt, doesn't make me weak. It makes me real. And real people get used sometimes. But they also grow. They get stronger, smarter. I've stopped trying to understand her. People like Emily, they don't love in the way you need them to. They love in moments, in flashes, in secret, and when the lights come on, they run. So here's what I've taken from all this. Maybe it'll help someone out there. If someone needs you to stay hidden, they don't deserve to be part of your story. If someone tells you they love you but refuses to choose you, believe their actions, not their words. And if you're ever in the position I was in, on the side, waiting, hoping, they're not leaving. They're just using you as an excuse to stay comfortable in the life they've already chosen. You are not a halfway house. You are not a secret. You are not a backup plan. And you deserve to be someone's first and only choice, not their escape route. I may not have gotten closure from her, but I'm starting to give it to myself, one honest day at a time. If this story hit home for you, if you've ever felt used, or lied to, or strung along by someone who swore they cared, just know, you're not alone. This channel is for you. For every person who's been stuck in the middle of someone else's mess. For the ones who loved hard and got burned. For the ones who deserved more than silence. If you want to hear more real stories like this, subscribe. Because some of us don't just survive heartbreak. We turn it into truth. And truth, that's something no one can fake. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.